Landale boys here at the Landale Performing Arts Arena here in South California. I'd like to welcome you here for my little presentation. I'll tell you, I'm here as sort of a spokesman for a Landale boy competitive organization called the WCWC. That's the World Champion Wiper Competition. Now a little more about that later. I got to get a little serious here right now. It seems to me that this little product here of the great American forest of the United States of America is a sign of modern civilization. And we've been hearing through the grapevine that it's also been a symbol of a bit of modern incivility. That's where the WCWC comes in to help now. Now, where you can see I'm wearing my button here. The WCWC is a competitive wiping competition. Now, at this little roll, I remember the boys and me, we after the homecoming game might have flung a bunch of these up over the tree, and they just brrr off into the distance, and we went through a whole roll on a conifer and a couple of maple trees, and well, I hear that some of the folks in your own house might just rip it off like that and use it like they're chucking it over a tree. And well, you know what? I'm thinking that we should open up this highly competitive World Championship Wiper Challenge to the greater society and have sort of a friendly competition. Now you can see I'm wearing my 40 badge here. I have actually tied the world record over 40 times. The world record wiping competition. Now, this is what we're talking about. One sheet, you know, you go into your competitive closet and you try to use one sheet. Now, we'll get into that competition a little more later, but over 40 times I have tied the world record. Now, I don't like to publicize that because, you know, eventually we're going to have some more barn dances, and some of the gals, they may raise an eyebrow at one sheet, you know, more than once. And I thought, well, but I'll tell you, these competitions at the Landale cabin, they are under the strictest supervision of officials and referees. Now, here's how we take care of it. Now, let's say you go into the competition closet in the morning, and all of a sudden you feel like you have tied the world record. Well, tied the world record. So you ring the bell, and up comes rushing an official, a referee, and the old family bloodhound. Now then you commence to moving out into the front room, and the official, he takes his place behind, and the referee, he's out front, and then they loose the bloodhound. Now if that bloodhound comes up to you and puts his paws right up on your chest and licks your face, you tied the world record. But if that bloodhound, if he kind of went around to the backside, you ain't going to get credit for it. So over 40 times, folks, over 40 times. Now, there ain't no rhyme or reason to it. I've tried different things, but it's just a miracle. Some mornings it's just a miracle. Now, we'd like to open up this competition for everybody. So now let me look at my notes here. Now we're going to relax the rules. We don't need you to have an official or a referee or even a bloodhound. We're going to do this on the honor system. And you know, you just holler out to your mom or your dad and say, "Hey, I think I tied the world record," and then they'll come in and say, you know, congratulations, something like that. So anyway, now let me let you into a little bit of the secrets of the Landale boy competitive spirit. Well, let's see. We each have our own competition box here, with all our product in it. Now we each have our own special type of paper that we like to use, and you can certainly choose your own and have your own competition box. Now what we do with me and the boys, we maybe get maybe 7 of them together. Now sometime you may just use one and then you're tying the world championship, but it's better than having a whole roll, because then you just think you're just gonna tear it off like it's coming for free forever, you know. Now another thing about this, you see, each one of these things has a little perforation in there. Now, some hard-working American at the paper company spends 8 hours a day putting these little perforations in this paper, and it seems to me that it'd be an insult if you tore it down the middle like that. Now, all his hard work is for naught. So you sort of put your paper together and use that perforation just like that, and then you got your one. Now here's the other thing: you tie that world record. You can't break the world record, because if you break the world record, you ain't using any paper. But here's the secret: you gotta go once, and then have the courage to see if you're close to a world record. Twice, and voila. One slice, you tie the world record. I tied it over 40 times. The boys, they're right up there in competition too. So I think it'd be something fun for everybody to get involved in. Now you got to be a zealot to engage in this sort of competition. It ain't for everybody. We understand that. But those of you who want to try this challenge, the WCWC has opened up its doors to amateurs and professionals alike, so that we can kind of get away from the craziness of using too much of this great product of the American forest. Now, a little bit about the history of the competition. We Landale boys, we used to just use the Sears catalog, and we only get 2 of them a year, so we had to be very, very careful of how much of that Sears catalog we could use. And so we were already in sort of a competition. You use the rocking chair page, and I only use the ladle page and the soup spoon page. It's sort of a fun thing. But we honestly don't rightly know who was the first world record holder. We haven't been able to ascertain that. Ascertain who was the world record holder. There'd probably have to be an asterisk. Yes. I know what you mean. We'd have to put an asterisk next to his name, because there probably wasn't the stringent officiating back then when whoever it was broke the world record. So you can only tie it. But I'll tell you, it's exciting. It's exciting when you tie it, and I tell you, it's a good competition. Me and the boys, we'll sit around after a day of competitive wiping and share stories and maybe share some techniques. And you can get the whole family involved if you're a zealot for this competition. So let me check my notes here, make sure I didn't forget to tell you about anything now. I think that pretty well does it. Now, I'm going to let you in on a little secret here. This is sort of my competitive edge. All right? My competitive edge. You hear that saying, oh, he looks through the world through rose-colored glasses. Everything looks beautiful through rose-colored glasses. Well, let me tell you, folks, everything does look better through rose-colored glasses. And if you're in the competitive paper business, it helps to find yourself a pair of rose-colored glasses. So, thanks for joining me here. Thanks for your time and your entering into the competition with me and the Landale boys here at the WCWC World Champion Wiper Competition. Now, see you later, and enjoy the game.